organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Thanks for tuning in to your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV, your television news, sports, and weather source for the Daily Iowan. I'm Kylie Siebert here in the Daily Iowan newsroom to give you a quick update on what's going on around the Iowa City area. It's unavoidable and on everyone's mind, the heat that just seems to keep sticking around. Tuesday, Johnson County remained under an excessive heat warning issued by the National Weather Service in the Quad Cities. As you can see here, according to the Midwest Bank Clock, temperatures reached 101 degrees and the heat index was as high as 114 degrees. One UI parking cashier talked about what it's like working in this extreme heat.
We do have air conditioners in here, but sometimes they like to clump out. But yeah, we make cool air conditioning devices and point the air towards us.
And national policymakers are sparring over the federal debt, but that debate could have impact here in Iowa City. Daily Iowan TV's Josh Bolander shows you what the debt ceiling debate would mean for UI students.
On Monday, Director of the National Economic Council Gene Sperling and White House Communications Director Dan Pfeiffer hosted an on-the-record conference call to discuss the need to work together to find a balanced approach to the deficit reduction. With a potential government shutdown looming, politicians are scrambling in order to find a resolution, with many Iowans out of the loop on what could potentially be affected. If federal lawmakers fail to reach an agreement on raising the debt ceiling by early next month, federal spending could be cut severely. It's not yet clear which federal programs could take a hit, but it has been speculated that student aid could be affected, just as university students return to campus for the new school year.
Yeah, it would be really bad if we lost student loans, because I know that there's a lot of kids that work really hard to go here, and they're definitely smart enough to be here, and it'd just be really bad if they couldn't afford it.
Some economists have also speculated that not raising the ceiling would lead to a financial crisis, which would shake even private loans.
I already pay out-of-state tuition, and if with the loss of student loans, it definitely make things more difficult for me.
For now, life goes on for Iowans. Become a stalemate August 2nd, things could certainly change. Josh Bolander, Daily Iowan TV.
The deadline for Congress to raise the national debt ceiling is August 2nd. And specialists from the UI Sports Medicine held a free community seminar on concussions Tuesday evening. Iowa recently passed a law involving young athletes and concussions. That law, in addition to a few advancements in medical guidelines, is helping professionals evaluate and treat concussions better than before. The expert panel at the seminar discussed how to keep athletes safer on the field. They also spoke about what the new law means for coaches, players, and parents.
Education about awareness at this point. As we move on with our evaluation and management of concussions over the long term, we're going to have other things that we're going to need to work with in terms of the epidemiology and how we can prevent concussions in the future. But right now, at this stage of increasing awareness, so that kids report their symptoms, so that coaches, referees, other people around high school athletes are able to recognize symptoms.
And although football players face potential injuries, they are also recognized for their dedication. And in fact, Eric Guthrie, Hawkeye punter, was named one of 56 nominees for the 2011 All-State American Football Coaches Association Good Works team. Guthrie was nominated by All-State Insurance Company and the AFCA for good works he did during the 2008 flood relief efforts. And he was also nominated for donating blood, helping with the team leadership retreats to Cedar Rapids, and being active in multiple community service events. The All-State Good Works program is entering its 20th year, and it honors college football players who stand out off the field by providing selfless contributions to volunteerism. And it's bound to be a colorful season in Iowa Hawkeye football. Tuesday, the official schedule for the color home games were announced. Be Bold, Wear Gold is set for September 17th against Pitt. The game will be Iowa's second non-conference game against a Bowl Championship Series team. The Black and Gold Spirit game was such a success last season that it is on the schedule again this year, striping the stadium with even number sections wearing gold and odd number sections wearing black against Northwestern on October 15th. And the blackout game will be against Michigan State on November 12th. And that will be the home season finale against defending Big Ten champion Michigan State. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read more about the changes a former president of the Board of Regents is calling for, and read about the dangers of leaving your animal in the car during this intense heat. And before I leave you, let's take a look at your local weather forecast for Wednesday. You can expect this heat to continue with a high of 98 degrees, and a low of 77 degrees, and a heat index of 111 degrees. And here's a look at your extended forecast. We will see temperatures staying up there for the end of the week in the lower 90s. And for the beginning of next week, we'll still see sunny skies and the temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. And that's all the time we have for this edition of Daily Iowan TV. You can tune in Wednesday at the same time or check us out online at dailyiowan.com. Thanks for tuning in, and for Daily Iowan TV, I'm Kylie Siebert. I'm Kylie Siebert, Daily Iowan TV's news director this summer. We're always looking for new members of our team, and if you'd like to join us this fall, please contact us at the website listed at the bottom of your screen.